Hey, what's up, guys? Gary Gilgan here with the Daily Crypto. Today is Saturday, August 5th, 2017. This is your Daily Crypto Report. Very exciting things happening in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs, reaching upwards of $3,200, beating out, let's look at here, goldsilver.com, my friend Mike Maloney over there. Gold currently $12.58. I predicted this last November, I think it was, that Bitcoin would surpass gold in price, and we can see that it is doubled. It is over doubled. Actually, it's nearly going to triple gold's price, up 11% on the 24-hour. But man, it's a good day. Ethereum up, touching that 250 per Ether. Ripple up. Bitcoin Cash, that's the news of the day again today. Bitcoin Cash down 17.39%. bringing it to a low of $227.04. Litecoin up 6%. NEM up 4%. Still trying to touch that 23 cent mark. Let's see if it's going to break through that upper resistance today or over this weekend. I sure hope it does. Ethereum up 3.5%. Dash up. IOTA up. Stratus way up. Monero up. Neo, oh my gosh, look at Ant shares. Oh my gosh, 15.25%. Oh, I'm loving it. Quantum, 12%. EOS, man, look at them all. BitConnect, Waves, BitShares, Zcash, Tether, the dollar, Steam. Oh my gosh, man, Economy's the only one down except for Bitcoin Cash in the top 25. Stellar, again, 20%. Golem, 3%. Bytecoin, 6%. Lisk, 8%. Status, 9%. Oh my gosh, guys. Just blowing up. Just blowing up. Looking good. Look at all that growth. Wow. Green day today. But again, top story, Bitcoin Cash price. But just everywhere you look, Bitcoin Cash is in the news. This is a pretty interesting article. When a new tradable asset hits the market, especially one that claims to be worth more than $5 billion at the launch, investors are certain to have some questions. When I read that first line, that made me think. When it was first launched, it bounced right up. It's still number 4 at a $3.7 billion valuation. They're just starting to mine the coins. So how's it going to have that valuation? We don't really know if the bigger block size is the solution. There's only a fraction of, I guess there's not, they get to automatically create, which is weird, which would actually make the total number of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin Cash is just simply a variation of the Bitcoin Classic, let's call it, or the Bitcoin Core. So if you get the same amount, 1 for 1 roughly, then that's weird to me. It's weird. I just watched a Dollar Vigilante video where he's talking about, hey, potentially long-term, Bitcoin could be used as simply a store of value for higher value. If you got $1 million or $2 million, putting it in Bitcoin, it's that long-lasting, stable, secure gold of cryptocurrency, let's call it. Gold is always, for the past 5,000 years, ultimate store of value, can't rust, can't break down. It's one of the purest elements on the planet. Bitcoin, one of the purest cryptocurrencies on the planet. So, and he's talking about Bitcoin Cash might just be your faster, cheaper micro payment. We'll see though, because these two, 4 and 5, Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, really going to be fighting for that. I just read a report from Litecoin founder, don't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's talking about the same exact theory, same concept, looking at Bitcoin as the digital gold, looking at Litecoin as the digital silver. But it looks like Bitcoin Cash could even be for that micro day-to-day transactions. But very interesting, going back to this story, is how day one has a $5 billion valuation. But in the case of Bitcoin Cash, the questions are more important than the answers, particularly because at this stage, people are mostly assuming answers. What's the price of Bitcoin Cash? Sure, exchanges will give you quotes, but what does that price actually mean? The unfortunate answer after the first few days of trading is not much, and that's not the only area where the market could benefit from additional clarity. Yeah, where's that valuation coming from? Who has access? And that brings us back down to here. What's the value proposition? After figuring out whether or not they have access to their coins, investors will ultimately want to know whether they should hold, sell, or buy more Bitcoin Cash. And that query relates to the new cryptocurrency's long-term value proposition, one that it has only began to really develop. This hasn't even been a full week. So how do we know whether or not it's going to survive the test of time? What is market cap? Because the market cap for cryptocurrencies is different than the calculation to determine market cap is different for cryptocurrency than it is for a traditional security. After all, coming down here to the third paragraph, after all, the phrase market capitalization comes from the equity world. In equities, market cap is equal to the total shares outstanding multiplied by the market price of a stock. So taking the price of the individual stock, multiplying that by the total outstanding shares. Whereas in cryptocurrency, it's equal to the number of coins in circulation multiplied by the price. There's a good point right here. Some of the coins counted under this definition then may not, in fact, be under anyone's control. When a Bitcoin holder loses their private key, their Bitcoin enter a kind of limbo state. They are effectively dead to their owners because the owner does not have the private key, but still appear to be active on the network and are counted toward the market cap. Very interesting. What's the price and liquidity? These could be the most important questions for the market, since without a clear, reliable, and transparent pricing mechanism, it's impossible for owners to determine the value of their holdings, at least long-term, because we already have a short-term value. If you have 100 Bitcoin Cash right now times $227, and that's your value right here, right now, at this point of time. But really, it's long-term. What's going to happen to it long-term? Again, going back to Jeff Berwick's show today, talking about Segwit. He even talks about Segwit, which is the way that Bitcoin Core is going. He's heard some interesting news about that. So we'll really see which is going to stand the test of time. Next story, think tanks attack the IRS subpoena in Coinbase tax dispute. Opposition to the IRS effort to obtain user information from cryptocurrency exchange startup Coinbase is growing. Nice. People standing up to these corrupt, egomaniacal, ignorant, greedy regulation bodies, organizations like the IRS. Earlier today, the libertarian think tank Competitive Enterprise Institute filed an ambitious brief in support of Coinbase, sharply criticizing both the scope and nature of the IRS subpoena, which seeks information on Coinbase customers between the years of 2013 and 2015. The IRS effort dates back to last November when the tax agency pushed to obtain the records with the stated aim of identifying potential tax cheats. Taxes are the cheat. Taxes are straight stealing from people. All the IRS is a mafia coming to steal your money. If you don't steal your money, under the threat of imprisonment and even death. The country, United States of America, was founded on freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom. How is it free? How is it just when an organization like the IRS can threaten your life, threaten your freedom, threaten your liberty if you do not pay them an arbitrary tax? And now, more than ever, people are sticking up for that. But here's my philosophy, and not to get too far off track. And that's why the name of my show, Boycott the Dollar, because that's the very best, most effective form of revolution, is boycotting. Stop feeding the beast. This going to court, which is their home field, it does not work. Protesting, going and holding signs in front of the White House, the courthouse, that doesn't do anything. Except for make people look stupid. Boycott the dollar. That's their only weapon. That's it. So boycott it. Stop using it. You have a choice now. You have a choice. You can go all in on cryptocurrency. If you do your research and you believe in it wholeheartedly, you can go 100%. You don't have to play their game anymore. There's a new game. There's a new reality. There's a new system, a new paradigm that's being formed in the digital virtual world, which I argue the government, the IRS, the SEC, all of these regulatory bodies do not and should not have any sort of jurisdiction on the internet. It's not owned by anyone, any corporation. It's owned by the individuals. It's its own living organism that has welcomed humanity with open arms. And they are just trying to get their greedy little hands on it. FBI arrest, want to kill switch creator in Vegas. Who that should gonna heat up? Did they catch that WannaCry? We'll see. Or did they just create a scapegoat to take people's attention off of it? Because you're not going to get your money back. No one's getting their money back. And then finally, hedge funds tied to cryptocurrencies exploding, over 70 in the pipeline. I've been working on my own cryptocurrency hedge fund, the Decentralized Asset Fund. Check us out soon. Been working on that project for a few months now. Really exciting. Hedge funds with crypto exposure exploding, tweets economist and investor Tur DeMeister. According to his quoting a related article, over 70 such funds are now being in the pipeline. The linked article includes a comment by author Arthur Bell, manager Corey Laughlin, who says, I've been in the hedge fund space since 1998, and I've never seen anything like it in volume of launches in a particular area. It's just crazy. The market will likely continue to call for increasing numbers as the funds continue to outperform other markets. You see in the news maybe Tesla up 6%, Apple up 6%, Jeff Bezos, now the richest man in the world. Amazon soaring past the $1,000 per share mark. Let's check it out. Where are they at? Where'd they end at yesterday? $9.87, so down. They're down. They're down from 1,020 5 days ago. What was their high? 1,052. Down. Amazon shadow looms large ahead of retail earnings. Netflix board member says government crackdown on Amazon inevitable. Woo-wee. The plot thickens there. Hedge funds, though, very exciting. Hedge funds are always in the market for the best, brightest, and fastest ways to make money, regardless of the field. The market for hedge funds is constantly shifting as investment vehicles change direction and move with the financial times. There is no better performing asset on the planet than cryptocurrency. Let me try to bring this up if I have it right here. It's from Jeff Berwick. Oh, actually, that's not. Let's see if I have it. I don't. He was showing some of his top picks. Bitcoin is up 100,000%. Bitcoin up 100,000% since 2010. Show me another security with that type of gain. And right now, going back to Amazon stock, 987 after hours, because the stock market's closed, whereas the crypto market is never closed, 24/7, making that money. Bitcoin, 3182, over 3 times Amazon stock. If you would have bought Amazon stock back in let's just go back 5 years, okay? 232, $232 on, what's that date? August 10th. So nearly, or that's why I clicked it 5 years ago, my bad, 2012. Okay, let's go now to Bitcoin. Doesn't really matter. I mean, look at those numbers. 3 year, doesn't even go back. Let's see if we can go back any farther. Can't go back exactly 5 years, but you get the point. Not even close. Bitcoin just going to continue to rise in spite of any opposition. It's the future. It's the new technology. It's the new internet. Hop on board. If you haven't hopped on board yet, be sure to watch my videos on setting everything up. It takes less than 20 minutes to set up the 3 most important accounts that you need to set up to get started. Getting started is simple. The investment is nothing. You don't even have to invest. You can just get everything set up and continue to gather information. And once you're ready, take action. Because there's some crazy stuff coming. Hope that you're ready. Get prepared. Get some food. Get some water. Get some provisions. Because then the old paradigm is breaking away. And just like, let's take a look at this. Can't remember. What's the world currency? There was a picture right here from, I believe it was The Economist. This was from 1988. Okay, this magazine, The Economist, this was an article in 1988. Okay, and you can see right here, very symbolic picture. Okay, everyone in high political positions, high banking positions, Federal Reserve, Bill Gates, Bilderberg people, all of these high level, high influential people are very into astrology, numerology, symbolism. I understand that. I teach that for a living. That's how, you know, the world works on symbolism. So this picture has a lot of symbolism. First and foremost, you have the phoenix. The phoenix symbolizes the changing of a paradigm, one paradigm going away, a new paradigm emerging. As from the ashes, the phoenix rises, as they say. The fleur de lis, symbolic. Okay, right here at the bottom, you have all of this money. This is the world currency. You've got the American money right there. I see some sort of maybe Asian money, something like that. There's another dollar. There's some other country. I don't know exactly what countries these are, but they're on fire. The money's on fire. The phoenix is rising from these old fiat. And then right around its neck, just like 50 Cent, this medallion, 2018. Why would this phoenix be wearing a gold chain like Jay-Z, rising from a burning pile of money, with how much symbolism you can see in that? Why they would not just put some random, just put some random date. Very interesting stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you next time.